Hey, what's going on? Told you I would show you about oil. Me using these fibs to kind of whip on his tail. So let me explain this. I got my levels off because it's proprietary. But basically, this fib right here is showing the previous week's range, and this is all of these fibs is almost 3 years of back tested data. So basically, when price goes above last week's high and then it comes back down, if it touches this line here, it's going to come down. It's going to come down to this line here. And then if that low is breached, it's going to come down here. So that gave me confirmation to go short because this is last week's high when price came down, what you did here. That let me know once this line was touched that I could sell it down to these levels here. Okay. And then this is where the fibs come in handy. Let me take this one off because it's maybe a little confusing. Let me move this one because these two not relevant right now. So then I have another fib on here, which is when price action breaks this high and it comes back down into this zone. Okay. If if this level right here is breached, then I can sell all the way down to this purple line here. You see how this lines up? I know this to be true. I can sell it from here all the way down to here. And then if price touches this line, I can sell it down to here. You see how it's lining up because I already know if price touches this line, I could sell it down to these other red lines. Really, I could sell it down to this one. See how this one lines up with the purple? And then I don't do anything until price touches this line here. I could definitely sell it down to here. You see? And this lines up with this. So if price breaches this red line, then I could sell it down to this one. So in these red boxes is previous week's areas that I could sell down to. So it's definitely a strong short. I've already went short at the beginning of the week. I went in short too early. So I fell for the trap because usually if it's going to take last week's low, it'll do inducement. I keep falling for this, but I'm not going to fall for it again. I just thought, when price came up, it was just going to take off running short. And put this where it needs to be. Hold on. This blue line is symbolizing the beginning of the week. So, right quick. All right. So this blue line is symbolizing the beginning of the week. So you have to figure out what the highest high and the lowest low is every single week for whatever you're trading. So this is using fibs. This is an advanced way to use it. In these bearish zones right here, also I have some shorts on here from almost 3 years of data as well. Me individually going into every single day, every single week, measuring these fibs. When price touched this line right here, it just retraced up. And so it shows I could sell it down to here or to here. And see how this lines up with price already hitting this line here. And I can sell it down to the purple line. Okay. If it touches, then I don't do anything because price seemed to retrace up. This is just looking at fibs. This is not looking at structure or anything. If you want me to talk about the structure for people who think I don't know the structure, this is a new week opening gap. I'm just using Fibonacci along with ICT's teachings. This is a new week opening gap. So obviously it wants to come down to fill this in. Okay. It usually will either touch it and reverse or come down at 50% or fill it in all the way. But what I'm going to be looking for with this gap here is for it to do a balanced price range, for it to balance itself. Meaning I want to see price action going down into the gap and then up into the gap. And then if it comes back down and breaches 50%, then that lets me know it wants to go lower. This is ICT's teachings. So let me put I use a white box for this. Okay, so this is the new week opening gap. All right, so this is what I was saying. I want to see price action. This is bearish price action. And then I will put a note saying bullish price action is due. So that let me know if I see price retracing up, then this will be a target. Okay. Thanks for watching.